What's going on, guys? I just want to give you a little rundown on how we pick our weights for each workout and how we increase each week to make sure we are hitting progressive overload. So in this example, as you can see, for set one, it'll ask you the reps, it'll ask you the weight right here, and then right beside it, on the right hand side, it says 15 times 135. So that tells me that the last time I did set one for this workout, I did 135 pounds for 15 reps. And so once you go through your workout and you log your workout for the first time and click save, it will save that to the memory. And so you know exactly what you did the last time for each set. And as you can see, the very next set, it says the same thing with different weights and different rep ranges. However, it will log the last weeks for each set you've done so that you know exactly where you're at. So in this example, I'm going to erase this. In this example, so let's say I did my warm up and I did 135 pounds for 15 reps last week on the very last set. It's the heaviest weight I got. Then what I want to do is I want to start my first working set after my warm up at 140, right? I'm going to increase by the 5 pounds. So, and then I'm going to reach for the rep range. Let's say my rep range was 15 and that's the rep range I'm supposed to go for. Then I would try to get 15 reps. Now, if I did get 15 reps and that was super easy, the next set I could do 145. I could increase it by the 5 pounds and shoot for 15. Now, let's say I didn't get 15, only got 12. That's okay. What I would do is I would lower the weight here to 140 and I would finish the remainder of the reps to make it 15. And then I would continue with that weight. So the next week when I come back in, I would do my warm up and then the first set. See here, the first set I would start at 145 and again I would try to reach for that 15 reps and the same thing, the same process. If I couldn't get the 15 reps, then I would just decrease back to 140 and do the remainder and then stick with that. And then but each week you want to be increasing the weights and trying your hardest to do so. This is how your body's going to adapt and change. And so like let's say I did 140 for the first set, 15 was easy. Next set, I do 145, 15 was easy. I continue to do this, and I can continue to increase the weights by 2.5 to 5 pounds in the sets until I'm finding the end range of the weight that I'm capable of lifting currently. And you want to continue to do this every single week as you move forward. And you want to just stay in line with the rep ranges you have. So like I'll have different rep ranges based on different goals and results we're trying to achieve. And same with the amount of sets, right? So you want to really pay attention to your sets and your rep ranges, and then just increase your weights as you go. Another example. Oh, this is a good one too. So like for pull-ups, so this is just a body weight pull-up, no assisted, no anything. And so like, as you can see, it's 0 pounds, 0 pounds, 7 reps, 7 reps. So like for this example, I could simply, like I'm only going to do my body weight. Like I could do weighted if I got to that level. However, if I'm not at that level, as you can see, it's 6 to 8 reps. Let's say I only ended at 7. I was only able to get 7 the last week. So then I'm just going to do 0 pounds and I'm going to go for 8, right? And I'm going to keep doing that until I can get 8. And then even past that, I could shoot for 9, you know? So it's still going to increase the intensity. It's not going to necessarily increase the weight for this specific workout, but that's another option. And then if you're able to do 2 more reps over the highest, so in this example, 6 to 8 reps till failure, if I'm able to do 10 reps, like I'm gonna want to start adding weight, right? Because the rep ranges are important, and I want to stay within those rep ranges, right? And so yeah, if you're going over those rep ranges, then you need to either increase the weight or very much slow down the movement you are doing. Again, for this example down here, bent over barbell row. You know, 7, last time I did 7 reps at 95, so it doesn't even appear that I hit the max rep range there for 8. And so I could go in and start at 100 and I'm shooting for 8, right? I'm shooting for 8 reps. And let's say I don't get it, then let's say I got 7 again. Okay, so then I'm going to lower this and I'm going to say 95. But I'm going to finish my rep range. So I'm going to do the last rep to make it 8. And then I'll know next week that I can start at 100 again. I'm going to shoot for 100 next week when I come in, right? And this is how we're going to make sure that we're hitting progressive overload and that we're continuously growing and moving forward.